Blockbuster Underground, back with another episode. It's Dave. We're doing a review of the Acolyte show, the new Star Wars thing that just dropped on Disney Plus. First two episodes dropped last night. 8 episodes total. Every episode now, every week on whatever day. I don't know. I may not even watch anymore. Long story short, it's fucking bullshit. Oh my god. You think the series can't get worse? Come on. Where to start? This is going to be full spoilers, just to let you know. So anybody that doesn't want us to be spoiled, cue back once you've watched the episodes, and we'll talk again. Let's see. Mm. Okay, so set 100 years before Phantom Menace. Um, it's basically the Jedi and the High Republic, and the whole premise is that somebody's killing the Jedi. Who could it be? Oh my god, we don't find out until 3 minutes into the first episode who it is. Heaven forbid. So, you guys all have seen the trailers and the TV spots. You see Trinity, Carrie-Anne Moss from The Matrix, as Jedi Master Indara. Badass, green lightsaber, the robes, the whole 9 yards, doing all kinds of Matrix kung. What was it? The showrunner calls it Force Fu. Oh, God, why? Yeah, so the previews you've seen, they actually showed a good chunk of the whole fight that these two, May and Indara, have. It's literally the beginning of the first episode. Long story short, Indara dies in this fight, and she gets killed by a wee little bitty blade that May somehow throws at her and gets her right in the chest. And that's it. She's dead. She's gone. Not a lightsaber wound. Nothing like that. Actually, it's sneaky because May throws one blade at the guy who's running the bar, and as Indara goes to use the Force to stop that one, she gets tagged with the second blade in the chest and dies. And that's the end of her character, unless there's a flashback involving her later on in the series. She's done. Out. Done. Bye. See ya. It's amazing too. The showrunner was like, "Oh my god, I have such respect for Trinity. It would be so cool to have Trinity be in Star Wars." It's like, oh god, why? Like, come on. So yeah, so she's dead. And then you get the title card, the Acolyte, and we switch to Amanda Stenberg, who in this show plays twins. Hmm. So yeah, May is the bad one, and Oshana is the good one. So the Jedi show up all of a sudden to arrest Oshana because they say you killed Trinity, and she's like, "The fuck you talking about? I'm working on a friggin' cargo ship as a mechanic. I'm like 10 million light years away from where this happened." And then the shopkeeper, they brought him along somewhat for some reason. He walks in, he's like, "That's her," because obviously they look the same because they're twins. So they take her back with them, and they're like, "We got to take you in for questioning," and blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, Oshana's having like visions because her and May got split up as kids, and each of them thought the other was dead. Basically, what it boils down to. There's something to do with the Jedi. That's the whole gist of this. Is May's going around? She has 4 Jedi she has to kill for revenge for something. They haven't explained what yet. There's theories that the Jedi left her for dead, and she wasn't dead, and now she's pissed off at them. But then her the good sister thinks that she was dead, and the bad sister thinks that the good sister was dead. Like murder mystery. We know who's doing the killing. It's May. She's also got this weird looking Sith dude who's got like a fucking mask on that looks like it's got a zipper across the mouth, and he's obviously got a red lightsaber. He or she, I'm not sure yet. Maybe they, who knows with this show. The showrunner of the show was Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant for over a year. But she saw nothing. Over a year. Anyway, the second episode doesn't get much better. They are still chasing after May, and they lay a trap because she's now killed a second Jedi who, Master Taboron or something. He's basically sitting there in like yoga pose, floating 6 feet in the air, and she's like trying to attack him, and it's like nothing's working. She can't hit him. She can't do anything. So she goes to this guy she knows, and she's like, "I need a poison. I need you to brew me a poison." So he's like, "Okay, here's the poison." Brings it back to the temple, puts it down in front of this guy, and she's like, "Wake up!" And all of a sudden, he's apparently been like this for 10 years, and all of a sudden he opens his eyes. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Okay, drink that, and I'll forgive you." So he does. Drinks it. Dies. That's it. Done. Squid Game guy, who's actually the only good fucking actor in this, playing Jedi Master Saul. He shows up, and they're like, "Oh my god, this one's dead too." So they go chase, 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 and they find May, and then there's that big fight they showed a clip of, the entire fight of, on YouTube about a month ago, where he fights against May and takes all her knives and stuff. And then she goes poof, hits the ground, a big cloud of dust pops up, and she's gone. Jumps in a fucking speeder, starts driving away, and Oshana spots her, and she's got a blaster rifle or something. So she's got the blaster aimed right at her. They're looking at each other, and then she misses the shot, and she just drives off. Gets with her buddy, and she's like, "Okay, we got to get off the planet." And he's like, "Perfect, I'll tell you. Well, we're gonna go where the next Jedi you need to kill is, and the next Jedi they need to kill is Kel Naka, and he's a Wookiee, played by Jonas Suotomo. Last seen as in Rise of Skywalker is Chewbacca. I mean, where else are you gonna find some guy that's 7'2" with some free time on their hands?" So hey, and he's savvy with how the costume works. So cool. And they see him, and he like force pulls a blaster out of some dude's hand and smashes it over his knee, and these two guys run off, and he goes to his hut or whatever, and that's the end of the episode. So 2 down, 6 to go. I'm not much impressed yet. The dialogue and the acting is pretty fucking bad. And aside from like Squid Game guy, he was good. He's good. I don't know. I mean, I've heard it gets worse. Worse in so much as they introduce pronouns into the Star Wars universe, which is something we've always needed. Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah, from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Probably based on who the showrunner is. But yeah, it's got to do a severe 180 in terms of story and acting for me to maintain any interest in watching anything past this first 2 episodes. It's just, oof. I'm like, I don't know. You cast Carrie-Anne Moss as a Jedi, and you fucking kill her off in the first 5 minutes. I've seen trailers where you see her walking with the other ones, which is probably going to be a flashback to what happened to cause May to want to go kill these Jedi, and oh my god, and blah blah blah. And obviously this guy with the Sith with the red lightsaber, whatever they are, will probably factor in hopefully sooner than later, because otherwise this is a pretty boring show. The fact they also showed the 2 main fight scenes of the 2 first episodes online weeks before this show came out. The Andara fight they actually showed. Me and Brent went and saw Phantom Menace in Vancouver, May 4th weekend between the Pearl Jam shows. They showed that whole fight right up from her walking in and taking out those first few guys first, and then fighting. They didn't show all the way to Hindara dying, obviously, but up to the point where she like throws the first volley of blades and Hindara just fucking dices them with her lightsaber. Showed from basically the beginning of that scene to there, probably about 90 seconds. That was the big, stay tuned for a sneak peek at the Acolyte after the movie. Luckily, they didn't make us wait until the goddamn end of the credits, because the credits in Phantom Menace go on forever. But anyway, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Keep forgetting to tell people that. Yeah, I'm not going to ever ask for money on this channel or anything like that. If I can get monetized, make a couple bucks off the big honcho up top, then that's cool. But anyway, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Comment below if you think I'm completely off and left field with my assessment of the first 2 episodes of this show, or if you agree. Let's get a dialogue going in the comments section. Always interesting to see what people have to think about things. And we will catch you on the next video.